Hello, I'm Monique Scott.
And this is your girl, Felina B. Flossin. Thank you for joining us as we support and encourage women in their five-star living journey. Today, we get to shine the five-star spotlight on A.K. McMorris. A.K. is a local Vegas comedian, activist, and radio show host who decided to use her comedic platform as a vehicle to impact her community. What started as a few friends donating clothes for AK to hand out to the homeless population bloomed into the grassroots organization AK's Closet. Welcome to the Five-Star Living Show, AK.
Hey. Hi, y'all.
Hey.
So we're going to jump right on in it. Tell us a little bit more about AK's Closet.
Okay, so AK's Closet, as you said, started out with me kind of robbing my friends of their clothes that they hadn't. If I had never seen you in it, you should just let me have it because I know someone who could use it. As time went on, and I hate saying this, but it's just the truth, and this is why y'all bring me on here. This is why y'all bring me on your shows. Is a lot of people tend to look for things that can make them popular or become a good photo op, and whatever. I can have an opinion, but we're not going to talk about that part. A lot of people started focusing their attention on the homeless. And so the way that I figure is I don't do the things that I do to get attention. I do it to be impactful. So if all of you all are out here giving out clothes for whatever reason, you still got the clothes. So then I can focus on other things. And so from there, AK's Closet has thrown fundraisers not only for other organizations, for other businesses that were kind of struggling, but individuals as well. You know, there was a lady, these people, a lot of times I've never met them. There was a lady that her house was set on fire. One of her son's friends broke into her home, and to try to cover up whatever he did, he set her house on fire, oddly enough. And so that was actually the first fundraiser I ever threw myself. And then there was a lady whose son, unfortunately, took his own life, and they didn't have insurance. And I felt so bad. He was only 11 years old. Now, no mother should have to go through that. And not to mention, at that time, I just found out that I was pregnant. So my hormones were like, oh my gosh, I have to take care of her. And so long story short, AK's Closet also throws fundraisers. But our most recent endeavor that I'm most proud of is our community baby showers that started off with just 15 people showing up. And now we have well over hundreds of families that are serviced throughout the community baby showers. During COVID, we've had to turn it into a drive-through baby shower, but the next one, since we're kind of back open now, will definitely be back inside, and we'll be back to having it to be like a real baby shower with games and fun and food and things like that, instead of just chunking diapers and strollers into people's vehicles and going, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Now, okay, I understand. I believe I understand what the community baby shower is, but could you give a little brief description for anyone who's listening who is like, what's a community baby shower?
So my community baby shower is for parents, godparents, foster parents, single fathers, single mothers, expectant mothers, aunties and uncles who taking care of nieces and nephews, the lady down the street who's looking after some kids down the other side of the street. If you have children, AK's Closet wants to be able to help you. So for the baby shower, every 6 months, we have a registration. Families register and tell us the things that they need, and we do our best through the different donations that we receive from businesses, organizations, and individuals to provide those services and products for them. So we have some of the likes of Metro backs us, Anthem, Raising Cane's. Raising Cane's actually had little baby onesies made. They had little pink and blue onesies made and little hats and bibs. Anthem had bottles, bibs, sippy cups, wipe holders, and all types of other stuff made specifically for the baby shower. And we usually have about 11 brand new travel systems. So that's the stroller and the car seat that go together, because it's kind of peasant status if you carry in that car seat. Don't get caught out here like that. They big. They not the same. They not the same anymore. They not the same. So we're able to provide those things: wipes, diapers, different toys, bassinets, cribs, depending on what we have. It depends on what we're able to provide. But we always have diapers and wipes and clothes forever.
Oh, awesome.
Beautiful.
Awesome. And what would you say is your ultimate vision for AK's Closet at this point?
Well, my original goal for AK's Closet was to have like a boutique where people would come in and we would have changing rooms. They could come in and they could actually try their clothes on. Well, they would come in to check out, and instead of paying, they would just write down whatever information I have to have for my taxes and put their things in bags and go on, instead of me going taking huge bags to different streets. And they get ruthless out there, y'all. They get ruthless. Folks come and they grab a whole bag and the rest of them chasing them down the street because why you take the whole bag? So I didn't like that. And I also don't like when people contact me and say, hey, I have this single father and he has a job interview tomorrow, but he doesn't have anything. I hate to have to go and just get, like, what if he doesn't want to wear a white shirt and a black tie? Mm-hmm. What if he wants to wear a burgundy shirt and a blue tie? I don't know that. I only give people sizes. I have this lady and she just got put out and all I can say is what's her size. You can try to tell me her style, but I don't know. So, okay, she's a size 10. Now she got Mormon skirts and scrubs and ballroom gowns. Like, I don't know that she wants it, but it's what I have in her size that I can get to. Yeah. So if it was actually more of a boutique setting, not to mention I feel like they would feel more whole, being able to go and feel like they were having a shopping experience. Yes. So that was my original goal, but the baby showers have gotten so impactful and they've grown to be so huge. When we have to cut off registration, is heartbreaking. I've had, in the last one, there was a lady that contacted me. She didn't even have a baby. She had a mother who had dementia. And so she needed like diaper rash cream and light up toys and things like that. And I told her, because obviously this is a long line of cars, but I told her when the volunteer came down to get her information to tell me specifically where she was, because I wanted to meet her. And she was sitting out there, and I went over to her and I had her things. And I just really wanted to lay my eyes on this wonderful lady who was taking care of her mother. And she cried. Of course she cried, and I just told her whatever she needed. It didn't matter how much, how often, to not hesitate, and that she wasn't alone. I get it. It can feel like a lonely spot. Email me anytime. I email back, unless I got that big hollering boy with me, then you got to wait, but I'll get to you ASAP. So it's kind of a big goal and a big dream, but it's all possible. Shoot, I want to have an orphanage. So the answer is kind of convoluted, but I want to change the world. Long story short, and I'm not joking when I say that. I legit want to change the world. I want to change the ethnic image of sisters collectively. I want to change what Black mothers look like. I want to change what Black families look like. I want to change what our youth sees and what they value. And I want to be able to bring back what it actually means to have a village, and not just the superficial stuff that people act like they want. Mm-hmm. You say you want a village, but I'm not allowed to ask your child questions about their life.
Wow.
Hey.
Where did we go wrong?
Wow. AK, thank you for sharing that information. I think we have no doubt that you are going to continue to do big things in the area for AK's Closet. And if anyone's listening that wants to donate or help or be a part of that, we're going to give you a chance to give them that information at the end. But first, I have some questions about your comedy career. Like, how did you discover your passion for comedy?
You all, first of all, let me say, none of my answers are short answers because my life just is not cut out that way. When I first moved to Vegas, one of my first jobs was bartending at the Ice House downtown Las Vegas. Okay. Jay Reed and D-Lay had a comedy show that they hosted on Tuesdays. That's where I met them. They were the first groups of Black people that I met because I lived all the way north and it hadn't really been developed yet. So I wasn't really around Black folks. I was really happy on Tuesdays. I was able to be myself, and apparently me being myself was very comical to them. They would constantly say you should go on stage. I would constantly ignore them because I was new to Vegas and I thought they just wanted to have sex with me. No disrespect to my brother, but I ain't know. So I was like, ha ha ha, yeah, no. So I did not do it for a long time. Like it was like 2 months that they were hassling me about it. And so one day when they went to close out their show, it was actually one of the more packed nights. And they're like, yeah, you guys, we have a special treat for you next Tuesday. She's been making you drinks. Next week, she's going to make you laugh. Just that fast, I'm looking at the other bartenders like, which one of y'all which one of y'all a secret comedian? They're like, yeah, AK. And I'm like, oh. And so this is the thing. Now, everybody knew I was from St. Louis. Obviously, I don't sound like I'm from here. And I did not like the fact that folks thought I was from the South because I'm from the Midwest. So at this point now, I'm representing my city and I'm representing sisters. I can't be no punk. So these fools just got up there and challenged me to a duel in front of witnesses. So right. The next, y'all, let me tell you, that whole weekend, I was pooping bricks. My poop was not the same poop that I had pooped before they did that. It was not, it's a whole different poop. It don't feel the same in your stomach. And I just did, listen, they was trying to pep talk me before I went up. They was like, listen, AK, we just want you to know, be encouraged. Because when people go up their first time, they always bomb. I'm like, brother, if I bomb, I'm not living in Vegas no more. What do you mean? What do you mean? Get back up there again. Never. Y'all will be telling stories and I'll tell folks here a whole lot. I've never been on that stage before, but to clean it. I work here. That's how I felt. That's the energy I went into it with. I got up on the stage, y'all, and I killed. I got a standing ovation. A lady came up after the show and she gave me a $20 bill. She said, this is a tip for the comedy, not for the drinks. I almost called her out her name because I was a pretty good bartender, but I understood where her heart was.
Oh my God.
That is awesome. Oh
so
God.
Awesome.
Literally, my face is already hurting. Okay.
That's like when they throw you in the deep end as a kid in the pool and be like, swim.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I swam though. I swam.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
It's kind of not the same though. No, I take that back. Somebody threw me in the deep end and no, it ain't the same.
It's not. No, it's not.
I was gonna go with you, but then I had to. Oh no, I've been thrown. No, it ain't the same.
Yeah, that's a whole other level. I
panicked.
Right. So, AK, in your opinion, why is it important for people to laugh more and find the funny in life?
Well, you definitely want to laugh more because if you have gas, laughter gets it right out every single time. You cannot hold it in. And that's good for your bowels. So that's on the medical side of things. Yeah, when people say laughter is good for your health, that's what they're talking about.
Oh my God.
Two, when you laugh, you low-key stunting on other people because you have nice teeth and they don't. So that's a plus as well on why you should laugh more. I also believe that laughter, seriously, on a serious tip, when people say laughter is the best medicine, listen, I've had people that have come to me. It is so much pressure on the comic because you don't know who's out there. You don't know what happened to them today, last week. You don't know what brought them here. But you have to get up there and you have to learn your audience within the little time that you have, and you have to do it while you're talking. Mm-hmm. And I believe that with that challenge, but then having people come and say, listen, I've been in an abusive relationship. I've been trying to stay myself at home and keep to myself. This is the first time. The lady that said this to me, she's since passed away, bless her heart. But she would make posts and share memories. And she would always go, this lady saved my life in the time when I was in my darkest. And I was like, I didn't even really consider myself to be like a comedian until that lady came to me and said that. And she was a big fan of mine. She followed me to different venues whenever I would post, and bless her heart, y'all, Lisa Cherry Oakwood. I don't know if you all know her. She was a great, great, great woman. She was a domestic violence advocate, but that lady really, really, really solidified how serious I had to take comedy, where I started being really careful about the things that I say. As funny as I am and as much stuff as I spew out, it's so calculated because I am aware that words have power, and everything isn't meant to be made a joke out of. We can say that. And I would encourage people to go. Cat Williams just did a very powerful interview on cancel culture and what it means to be a comedian, how it's not a license to just get up there and say whatever you want to say.
You're on mute.
Unmute for us. There we go.
Somebody was calling. I'm sorry.
That's
Am I bad?
Yes, you are.
Yeah. So if you have to go that route where you can't not say the N word, you can't not refer to women who you don't know as bees and things like that. Like if that's what stops you from being funny, then this is not the right game for you. Go write rap.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Rap.
Just like that.
It's very clear
There's plenty of room over there.
Right. You are hilarious as ever, AK. Let me ask you, who makes you laugh?
Well, if I had to say, and we're talking famously, like
it could be who makes you laugh.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me first say my man makes me laugh.
Okay.
He has a stone face in public, and I think that people think because he's law enforcement, he kind of does look that way, I guess. But he is hilarious.
Okay.
He is hilarious. He slays me. He says stuff that makes me want to pack my stuff all the time. I'm like, I will leave. But my brother comedian Macho Black, I've divorced our friendship so many times because it's just really something wrong with him.
He's hilarious.
There's something wrong with my brother, but I love him and I will murder Bati over him. Black love, baby. I love my brother. Eddie Murphy, Jim Carrey, and Robin Williams are my favorite famous comics, and Lucille Ball.
Yes.
They're my famous. I believe, honestly, if I had to choose one overall, there's no questions asked. Eddie Murphy. I'll say it a million times. Eddie Murphy. He is the GOAT. He is the king. Yeah. Charlie was a close second. Right. But Eddie, just the faces that man is has been before his time for a long time. He's caught lightning in a bottle more times than we could count, and he's a comedic genius. I'm sorry, there's just no way around it. You can go back and watch some of his old work. It's timeless. How can you not laugh right now? Like, come on, man. That man is a genius. And I just want to say, go and watch. There is no one else that I can think of in modern day history that has created a film that has been so hilarious and so tragic all in the same time as life. Ever.
Oh my God.
Ever. There's nothing as tragic as it is funny.
Yes.
As life.
Yes.
Yes.
I agree with you there.
So true.
I agree with you there.
So
and that's my medicological assessment.
Okay.
Okay then.
Listen, we
got this.
We got to handle a little bit of 5-star business before we go on. When you hear those words, 5-star living, what does that mean in your world?
In my world, for me, 5-star living, I honestly believe it is being able to know for a fact that your children will be on a different level. I look at the way that my children are. So I have my son, I have my stepson, but I look at them, I find myself watching them often when they're sitting there in their own little worlds, just doing the things that make them happy. But I look around them and think they have an amazing life that's created for them, not just as far as the home that they live in, their rooms and things like that, but the opportunities that are afforded to them by way of exposure. They have exposure because of their village and the people that are around them that I know that a lot of children do not have, Black or white or anything in between. My children are extremely privileged in the light of they can literally be anything that they want to be. There's nothing that my children cannot be, whether it be through nepotism or whether it be through their own hard work and grinding and intelligence. My children will be okay. I know for a fact that if we go tomorrow, don't nobody got to sell fish plates to bury us. And our children already have businesses in place. So the only thing that has to happen is y'all have to keep it going. It's already been planted, just cultivate. To me, that is 5-star living, is knowing for a fact that my children will be able to have a way different start in life. Amen. Mentally, physically, spiritually, holistically than me and his father.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Okay, so this has been phenomenal, and we have to wrap it up. And I do have another question, but before we do, can we give a shout out to the locks and the dazzling pieces? Please give us 30 seconds of knowledge on these pieces that we rocking. Come on, let's just peel on them for a minute.
Okay, so just a little bit to tell you all about the beautiful pieces that my sisters are adorning so perfectly. Let me say that. Everybody, I want to do a tutorial and say, so wear them like this to maximize your flossiness. If I can just steal that from my sis for a moment, to maxify your flossiness. If you want, just do it like this, the way that Monique and Felina are doing it. That's absolutely perfect. So Treasure Box by AK was started under my voice LLC. So of course you want to have businesses actually operating and flourishing underneath your LLCs, not just having LLC. So Treasure Box by AK was started as my way to contribute to their LLC, as well as I started my lock journey. And I'm sorry to all my lock sisters and brothers out there. I do not agree with every stage. It's a beautiful stage. Because I was walking around like, anything come from me? Anything come from me, mister? I wasn't loving it. I'm sorry. I didn't, and I needed a way to feel better about that stage in my journey. And so I started making my own pieces. When I would go to get my hair re-treated, shout out to Bobby at Raw Remedies. That's my loctician gang. She started purchasing them wholesale from me, and something happened down there. They had a water main break, and I say that because y'all, that is an amazing businesswoman, and she don't play. So they had a water main break. I ain't want to be calling like, hey, I know that your sewer messed up, but you still want these pieces that I made. But I had a whole lot. So I'm like, well, what do? I told everybody on Facebook I was making it. Y'all came and spent like $300 in like 2 days. And I'm like, that's crazy. And so it went from there. I pride myself. I do so much work with Joseph Abraham and Unrelenting Media. I do a lot of work with the Urban Chamber of Commerce. And I always try to encourage folks to make your business as professional as possible. And it was just so unprofessional for me. I felt to just take Cash App and meet people places. I really wanted folks to be able to go and see what they could purchase. I wanted them to feel like they had a guarantee that they could see when it was shipped and actually receive something in the mail, and for me to be able to package it up nicely. And so that's why I got the shop. And since having the shop, you guys see my reviews, and I'm really proud. Like a lot of my sisters, y'all reviewed it and showed love. But people who I don't know reviewed it, because that's the part that's really, y'all gonna show love or y'all ain't gonna leave nothing. Like that's just how sisters are. I ain't gonna bash my sister business, but I don't really like that it turned colors 2 days later. Like y'all won't do that, but strangers will. And so I'm really grateful that the strangers who left reviews were very proud of their pieces, and you all are very encouraging. So thank you so much for rocking, taking your selfies, tagging me in them, sharing my website and things like that, because it's a new business and I was nervous, but everything has been great so far. I'm really happy.
Hey, look, we love them. Okay. Yeah. Like, I love that. Wait, hold on. My background. But look, let me.
It's just something that it just makes you feel so much more beautiful. It just really does. So
you don't have to do nothing. Like you don't have to you can just rock on out and
I just walk around like this now.
I could talk to you all day. I really could. We're gonna have some. You're gonna have to come back, okay? We're gonna have to have you back.
I'll definitely come back anytime you like.
Just please share to our listeners one more time that website for AK's Treasure Chest.
Oh, okay. So you guys actually asked for several different things. So you asked how if people wanted to donate or volunteer, they can go to akscloset.org.
Yes.
And if you would like to purchase any items from AK's Treasure Box, you can do that through treasureboxbyak.com. And I also have earrings on the site. And if you have a youth that needs tutoring or is interested in STEM, medical exposure, go to masteringmindsets.org, because my boo the president, and he's a good Black man, and he got a whole bunch of other good Black men doing great Black things in the community.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes. Thank you, AK.
AK, Thank you so much for joining us. We really
No, seriously, it really was my pleasure. I really am happy to be here. I appreciate you all. I love seeing you all do such amazing things. Please let me know how I can support you in any way in the future. It's such an absolute pleasure to do so. And I like it when people make it easy to support, where you don't have to grind your teeth to do it. You all make it really easy to support you. And it's really a privilege to be a part of your sisterhood.
Thank you. Thank you.
So we want to thank you for listening to us and joining us on the 5-Star Living Day. We believe in you. We believe that you're going to have a more 5-star life starting right now.
Right now. We know you could have been anywhere, but you chose to be right here with us. So for that, we thank you. And we look forward to seeing you on the Facebook at 5-Star Living Show and joining the 5-Star Living Show Inner Circle. Remember to laugh more and love more while taking care of your mind, body, and soul.
The 5-Star Living Show is sponsored in part by Flossie Flicks Photography, Monique.com, Flossie Locks, and Meditate with Mo. Until next time, keep 5-star living.
And show us some love by leaving a comment and subscribing on YouTube. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.